Joining us right now on the headset, Anthony Davis. There he is, taking a moment. AD, the last two times you've been putting on the headset with us, you did not play in the fourth quarter. That's a nice little tradition we got going here.
Yeah, we need to keep it going.
AD, you're 5-1 in the last 6 games. And in the last 16 games, you guys are averaging over 30 assists per, which is second best in the NBA. And your offensive rating in the month of February is 4th best in the NBA. What do you think some of the biggest reasons are for the resurgence of the offense?
We're just playing together. Moving the basketball, I think a lot of that has to do with our assists, trusting our teammates, and playing the right way. When guys start to, drive the basketball and create double teams, we're doing a great job of kicking it out to our shooters, and guys are taking their time and knocking down shots. So, like you said, the past, 15, 16 games, we've been able to move the basketball and share the basketball, which is creating wins for us.
AD, I don't know who is more excited, Spencer Dinwiddie's parents, who are lifelong Laker fans and told him to put on that uniform, or Spencer Dinwiddie himself. What do you think about his debut, playing that many minutes and getting 7 assists?
Yeah, first game, I told him that's a lot of assists for him. I'd rather him put the ball in the basket. We didn't get him to do all the passing, but we'll take. He's just trying to play the right way. He's still trying to, find his way within the team. But, coming in, I think he has, 7 assists? He has 7 assists. We fit right into the basketball, and then obviously made some big plays for us, so on both ends of the floor. So, have him, and, hopefully that we can continue this success all the way through the rest of the
season. AD Byron Scotty, how you doing, my man?
What's up, B. Scott?
It's all good. Man, what do you contribute your great play? I know we talked at one of those Halloween whatever, the Laker thing, and I was like, man, you're looking good. I know you're ready for a big season. You had that big season. You're not getting enough consideration for MVP of the league. But the way you've been playing all this whole year, what do you contribute that to?
I've been doing a good job of taking care of my body and doing a proper thing to stay on the floor. Every time I'm on the floor, we have a better chance of winning, have a better doing things that I normally do. I think I only missed 4 games this year. Yep. Which is, I wanted to play all 82, obviously, 83 because of the in-season tournament. But, you need games sometimes, some bumps and bruises going on with your body. But for the most part, I just try to stay on the floor, stay healthy, and do whatever I have to do to help the team win. And that's been, leading to great success for myself and also for the team.
AD, you're finishing the pre-All-Star break, last game tomorrow in Utah. They're right below you in the standings. They're actually pretty good at home. How important is it to win that game out there?
No, it's very important. Going into All-Star break, obviously, you don't want to have that 7-8 days where, you're just thinking about trying to get back and get a win. You want to go into All-Star break with a win. Obviously, like you said, they're right below us in the standings. It's a close race, not just between us two, but like 4 or 5 teams. So, and we arm. We lost last time in Utah. Obviously, I didn't shoot the ball, extremely well, but we owe them guys, and we want to go up there and finish the pre-All-Star break off the right way.
AD, if we don't talk to you tomorrow night, have a great weekend in Indianapolis and enjoy some family time as well. Yep. Let's go get that win.
Keep doing your thing, AD.
All right, AD.
Yeah,
appreciate you.
What's your make of your debut? How did it feel to just get that love from hometown crowd?
Oh, that was fire. Yeah, no, that was elite. I mean, obviously, you always want to play in front of your home city. You always want to, have a crowd behind you. There's nothing like this fan base, right? And, with the winning history and culture, I mean, obviously, they have high standards. They know what to expect, and hopefully, we live up to that.
What did you think about your play, just kind of how you fit in? You ended up playing 31 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I think, he had me in there with different lineups to try to find, a comfort zone. He's probably going to, especially in games where we have a handle on, he's probably going to try to get me adjusted very quickly. So I wasn't necessarily surprised by that. A couple of reads I second-guessed and, got turnovers, unfortunately. And then, I really should hit that open corner 3 off a D'Lo's pass, and then, would have been a more efficient shooting night, outside of 2 grenades. But, in general, I think it was solid. I mean, again, we had a 20-point lead most of the game, so I don't necessarily think that's indicative of maybe impact. I mean, we could have won without me, to be honest. But, it was fun to get out there, and everybody makes the game so easy, especially the AD on the defensive end. Like, everything it's amazing.
I'm sure you thought a lot about what it was like, what it was going to take to shared the court with LeBron and AD.
Yeah.
What was it actually like? You just alluded to it, but how did they just the court for you?
Well, like I said, AD defensively, I mean, he cleans up a ton of stuff. I mean, on the 3-on-1 break, I was joking with Torian on the bench. Nobody even got back. They were just like, he got it. And you know, he comes up with it. And was about to have the outlet pass before he got fouled. That was huge. And then, you know, again, I've said this a ton. LeBron has the greatest career, you know what I'm saying, of all time. So to, you know, be around somebody like that, learn from somebody like that, see how he goes about his day, his routine, his recovery, on top of obviously just special things he does on the floor. I mean, it's big time to be able to learn from somebody, you know, who has, who's about to have points.
Obviously, you guys don't want to put AD in those situations a lot, where it's just him versus.
Oh, of course not.
But you got to see up close just how much he can change the game defensively. Like, how can he change, I guess, how you play defense, or whether you be more aggressive?
Yeah, I mean, I think he just opens it up for you to be more aggressive, take some educated gambles. Obviously, like you said, we don't want to put him in tough spots, but understanding that he is so sensational on that end, especially, hopefully we can generate some more turnovers and some more free baskets for our own team, just being aggressive and trying to, you know, get some steals and get out in transition.
You mentioned that first day, bringing you in, going through a film session, going through the terminology on a whiteboard. How much of that do you up on him in the last couple days?
Honestly, that piece, I think I was a little bit proud of. I know I blew a switch one time and a low man another time, but overall it was only a couple mistakes in terms of terminology and not, you know, being locked in, I guess, to Laker language, right? That part I was proud of.
I know it's just one game, but how would you rate your comfort level on the court just through the first game?
I mean, obviously it's going to continue to grow, you know what I'm saying, and so it's going to be organic at some point. I won't be thinking as much, but, you know, the guys have done a great job making me feel embraced and comfortable and all that stuff, so, you know, I wasn't uncomfortable at all. I was just thinking a little bit probably too much, and like I said, even, for example, a turnover to see Wood in the corner, like, you know, I should say one more bounce, probably had Jackson Hayes the rim, and instead, you know, I ball fake and kind of like telegraph the pass, and, you know, it's just stuff I don't normally do. I don't normally turn it over like that, so that was just overthinking.
Thanks, Spencer.
Thanks, Mike.
20, 11, 4, 6, didn't have to play in the fourth. What kind of was required from you in not playing in the fourth? How big is that for, obviously, tomorrow?
Yeah, get to get some extra rest. You know, going to a matchup where they beat us last time in Utah, and they're playing really well. And they're a good team at home, so just trying to take advantage of that, and, you know, hopefully we can end this out the right way with a dub.
Can you walk us through that defensive possession that you had?
Which one? I had more.
The big one, by yourself.
Break. Sorry. My favorite artist, Gorilla. Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to, I saw, was it Durham on the other side? You know, and I knew they probably going to try to throw the lob, so I was trying to just fake and fade and bait him. And then when I saw, you know, him kind of commit to the layup, I knew I could get the block. Just one of many special plays that I've had this year. So, just been trying to be a good defensive player. You know, that's all.
LeBron said that you're the defensive player of the year. That's an award you haven't won. Is that important at all to you? To be recognized for that, for your impact on that side?
No, I mean, I feel like I should have won it a couple times, but didn't. So, I mean, at this point, it's, you know, I'm just trying to win. Continue to, you know, have a presence on the defensive end, and if that, you know, seems to, you know, be in the plans for me to win it this year, then obviously it'll be exciting, you know, for me to have one of those under my belt. But I feel like I got hustled out of a couple of them, you know, in my career. So it is what it is.
There's a stretch late December where the ball was sticking, the offense wasn't moving, like, you know, you guys were losing games. This last 15, 16 games, the offense has been at a different level. The passing has been at a different level. Was there anything that triggered that, or was it just sort of time together?
Just trusting each other. Not that we didn't before, but and then shot making. You're gonna have low assist games when guys aren't making shots. I think we've been through a stretch a couple times, multiple stretches this year where we didn't make shots. But now guys are making shots, making their plays, and when they're doubling us or guys are coming on pick and roll, we're just making the right reads. Like I say, guys are making shots, so it's fun playing this way. Guys are, making the right plays, and the ball is hopping, like you said, not sticking, and it's been resulting in some big wins for us. So we got to continue that tomorrow, and then obviously after All-Star break. But, just been our thing of just playing free and playing together. If you don't have shot, move it on, then the other guy just make the next play.
You have a target record in mind over these final 27 games, or a goal in the standings in terms of 6 seed, 7 seed, whatever it may be?
You want to be top 6. You don't. I think the past couple of years we've been in the play-in, and you try to avoid that. So I think for us, top 6 is ideal for us.
Thanks, Anthony. Bron, you guys are 10-5 in your last 15, 5-1 in the month of February with 1 to go before the break. What has you most pleased playing right now?
We haven't turned the ball over. Offensively, turning the ball, everybody's been in a good rhythm. And then defensively, we've been on the string. If anything breaks down, the defensive player of the year cleans it up for us. So definitely playing some good ball.
That one position alone for him to do exactly what he just did.
Yeah, we was testing him. We turned the ball over, and then absolutely nobody got back. And it was a 3-on-1, and we was testing to see if he's a defensive player of the year or not. And he showed it. Why? It's crazy.
What'd you make of Spencer's debut?
Obviously, he's still trying to learn what we're trying to do offensively and defensively, but I think his pace, his ability to break down defenses, and his passing ability, being able to find guys, no matter if they was going in or not, but, to have 7 assists and, play off the ball, play on the ball, really good for us.
The passing can be contagious. It seemed like you guys entered this game with a lot of passing and playing through one another. Yourself and AD kind of setting that tone. Allie mentioned 10-5 over that stretch. I think you guys have been one of the best passing teams in the league. Is that just comfort with one another, or was there like an actual shift, like a shift change, a mindset change?
It shouldn't be. That's what it should always be. The ball should always have energy behind it, popping, and guys feeling a good rhythm. I think it helps when you have multiple guys that can break down defenses, and then it's just all about reading and reacting, taking what the defense give you. You got 2 guys on you, that means it's 4-on-3 on the backside. So, AD is doing great, as far as his passing, especially, either in early transition or when teams are doubling him in the post. And then myself, AR, D-Lo, and now Spence, it's our job to make sure we continue to get guys involved as well throughout the course of the game. So, when the ball is popping, it has energy behind it, I think everyone feels in a good rhythm.
That back-to-back connection you and Austin had, can you rate which was the better pass and which was the better finish?
I think AR's was the better pass for sure. The behind the back with the left, in transition. And for me, I just wanted to return the favor. I was able to get out on a break and just try to engage the defender, make him look at me just for a split second, and then AR was able to finish with a up and under on the left side. So two pretty good plays, and the best thing about it was two.
In light of All-Star Weekend, what does having the record for most All-Star appearances mean to you compared to all your other individual accomplishments?
I'm just humbled and very blessed, obviously. I don't take it for granted, being an All-Star, and the fact that I still get to represent this franchise. One, my family, which is most important. My family name on the back of the jersey, that's very important to me. When it comes to acknowledgement and accolades and things of that nature, and also the fans that's been down with me for the last decades, 2 decades plus. Anytime I'm able to have an accomplishment, it means a lot to them as well, and I try to do it for them because they've been along this journey for so long. So it's pretty cool that I'm still able to do it and do it at this level.
You guys have a back-to-back. Do you know what your plan is for tomorrow?
Yeah.
Are you going to play tomorrow?
Yeah.
Darvin.
LeBron, Darvin mentioned that you guys had a meeting kind of talking through different seeding scenarios and your target record for the final 28 games. Do you have a record that you're kind of targeting over these final 27 games?
No, I just got to play good basketball. If you play good basketball, you true to the game, and we just try to control what we can control. Obviously, the NBA is so competitive, and there's so many great teams. I'm not here to try to be predicting where we should be or whatever the case may be. I understand having a goal is very important, and you should have a goal or whatever the case may be. But we have a lot to still continue to clean up. We have, I believe, 3 of our key guys still not in uniform: Vando, Cam, and also Gabe. They're big pieces to what we're trying to do still. But at the end of the day, we just got to play good basketball and see the chips fall where they may.
Thanks, LJ. Thanks, Ben.
There you go. Hey, Rui, just since the lineup switch where you came into the starting lineup, obviously, a lot more wins just to the 1 loss in Denver. What have you noticed overall, not just about the starting lineup, but about the way the team's been playing this last week and change?
I think as you guys can see, it's smooth. It's we already have a chemistry. I know I've been telling you guys about it since the playoff. Last year. This lineup is really good for us. Of course, Vando's out right now, but if Vando's come back, literally we can defend. We can, offensively we are fine, of course, and it's just like we just. I think we are one of the best teams, so we just gotta keep building the chemistry, and we gotta make a payoff.
It sounds like LeBron might not go tomorrow night in Utah, but just what is the level of importance of you guys keeping this going so that you can kind of have that feeling throughout the All-Star break, and what do you have to do to win on a back-to-back?
Yeah, we just gotta, keep, playing together. I think our defense has been good. We getting a lot of stops, so tomorrow is going to be key because they play very fast, and there's a lot of good shooters. So just got to play together and, go for the All-Star break.
Yo, what's up, Rui? Like, with AD playing the way that, he is, especially on the defensive end, can you just talk about just how great of a defender he is and what it's like to, be on the court with him with a guy that's such a defensive anchor for you guys?
Yeah, he covers a lot of stuff, my mistakes, everybody's mistakes. He always, covered us, so it's really good for us, it's you can't really tell on the scoreboard, like the score sheets, but he does a lot of little stuff that, helps our defense. So it's very big for us, he been playing good, he been healthy, I think we in a good, we're in a good shape right now, so we just gotta keep building.
Rui, over the last 5 games, you're 21 and 25 shooting from 2-point range. What's happened that's helped unlock your offensive efficiency on this team?
Just to play together, I'm playing with LeBron and AD more, so, and D'Lo, everybody, they make my, shots easy. It's all easy layups, threes, my mid-range, whatever. So, just like I just said in the beginning, we already have a chemistry, so we know how to play each other. So we just gotta keep building it, and just to get ready for the playoffs.
Kika?
3日空いたのすごく久しぶりだったと思うんですけれども、こうやって3日久しぶりに空くと、ちょっとスロースタートになってしまうか、エナジーあふれるスタートになってしまうか、どっちかだと思うんですけれども、それは今日すごいエナジーをチームに持ち込んだと思うんですけれども、どうですか、この3日間の休みの後の今日の試合でどんなふうに臨もうと思われましたか？
そうですね、今日シュートラウンドもあったので、僕らでも、ピストンズの成績がそう弱く見えるかもしれないんですけど、そのトレードとかもして全く違うチームだということで、自分たちでもしっかりと、集中してやろうって話をしたので、それが今日出らしいい形で入ったと思うので、そこは良かったんじゃないかなと思います。
あと26歳の誕生日ですよね。何かこの年の目標とかありますか？
そうですね、もちろんNBA としては 僕としてもやっぱりこう優勝が狙えるチームにいますし、そこは優勝を狙いたいなと思いますし、オリンピックのことも考えていきたいなと思っているので、そこでいろいろ自分でも目標をこれから立てていけたらいいなと思いますね。
We got to go catch a plane, so we might want to jump into it.
Okay. Darvin, seemed like a pretty complete team effort. Energy was good to start. Where did you see that coming off of 3 days off, which was rare, and maybe the first time in a long time, a practice and kind of getting the team to have that type of energy throughout the evening?
I mean, just being really efficient with our time from, having a day off. Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday was Spencer's signing day. And a lot of guys came in, got individual work, treatment, weights, being able to watch a film, really work on us over the last couple of days. This morning at shoot around, similar tone and process. And so I think you saw the carryover from that tonight. We got loose with the ball a few times during certain moments, but that said, I thought it was a pretty well-balanced performance.
It's just the importance of getting to rest AD in the fourth quarter. LeBron, played some, but still minutes were down as you now head into this Utah game, trying to win 6 out of 7 in February.
Yeah, I mean, you always have to be smart with those guys. Those guys have been doing an excellent job of being available. So just being smart, it helps having another playmaker, creator, and Spencer you can throw out there. I mean, I can't remember last time we had both Bron and AD on the bench. Usually we try to keep one of those guys on the floor, when they're both not out there. But that said, the other guys are playing well. D'Lo, Rui, guys are stepping up. AR. It was great. Torian, it's Spencer's playmaking off the bench is going to be huge for us. His defensive presence is going to be huge for us. His ability to rebound, all of that's going to be great. So it's a good win for us.
You just alluded to it, but following up on Spencer, got to play him a pretty good amount of minutes. So what did you see with him in kind of the combinations that he was with throughout the night?
Just easing himself into the game. Guys, being really positive, encouraging him, whether he was the initial ball handler or secondary ball handler. He did a great job of finding guys, and you can see, his ability to score as well puts a lot of pressure on the defense. But, he's not a hard guy to try and blend into the rest of the group. He's so multifaceted that he's going to find his spots.
Darvin, last season at this same exact point, Dennis told us 19-9 was the goal moving forward. You guys had your meeting where you talked through different scenarios at the 28 game mark remaining. Is 19-9 the goal, or I guess when you were talking through the different scenarios, was there a target number in there, or I guess?
I mean, there were actually a few. Obviously we want to win each and every game, but you have unforeseen circumstances that won't allow that to happen at times, and so and then teams are playing well. You run across different teams that are hot. But having said that, obviously our goal is to try to go out and win each game left. But we definitely had 3 different scenarios of numbers. I won't get into what the numbers were, but we definitely looked at that and just kind of tiered it and made it more layered as opposed to one hard record number. But I think the message got through. The guys are excited, so we know what we're playing, what we're up against, and what we're trying to accomplish in these different scenarios.
Darvin, you've been preaching, I think limbo rate is the phrase that's been in here a lot, about guys turning the page on the next play after maybe a basket or mistake. There was a turnover early in the second half when I don't think anybody moved, and Detroit went down 3-on-1. But your one was Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
What was that when you see? I mean, this has been a couple times now this season where he is single-handedly blown up fast breaks.
Yeah.
Can you kind of just put into words his defensive impact this year on this team, and maybe what that moment sort of showed you?
He's definitely the captain of our defense, all our guys. I totally credited D'Lo. D'Lo did a great job setting a good tone, from a perimeter standpoint, communicating and talking and his activity. But he's been our anchor ever since I've been here, and that's just who he's been, from college to the pros. Tonight was no different, just his activity, him covering for his teammates, 3-on-1, his intelligence, knowing when to time the shot block attempt, and he blocked it and kept it in play and was able to get it back down to us. That's just who he is, man. He's just going to make those type of plays. But like I always say, he's our Ray Lewis. You know, he's the captain of our defense, our middle linebacker that makes sure everyone is on point with the communication, doing what they're supposed to do, and being where they're supposed to be.
Darvin, you guys are 3 games over 500 for the first time since the middle of December.
Damn. Go ahead.
I know you can't predict the future, but does it feel like you weathered the storm? And when you look ahead to, okay, we can close out the back-to-back tomorrow, get some time off, and this kind of final stretch of the season, that all things considered, if you get some good news that your 4 guys are out, that you guys are in a decent spot?
Oh, yeah. Really, yes. Again, you mentioned it, going up to Utah tomorrow, having a complete performance, and really pouring into that game. We need that game. But just the totality of the situation, I'm really happy about where we are, where we're trending. And yes, it's going to be great to get some guys back with Spencer's addition, Cam, Max, Vando, all those guys, Gabe, just for them to continue the work they're putting in, the day-by-day stuff they're doing to make their way back to the court has been on point. And so I think a break is needed. We've gone through some tough stretches, but, we're starting to right the ship. And again, we're trending in a fantastic direction, and we have a lot of guys playing well, a lot of guys fitting together really well.
You mentioned Utah. You guys have seen them a couple times already. What would be the details you guys need to key in on to finish the pre-break?
We'll look at the film and break it down, just like with Detroit. Some of the changes that were made, it shifts things around within their team. So we'll do our due diligence in watching them. But the biggest thing, it's like we put on the projection slide of where we need to get to in order to secure a playoff spot. It's about taking care of our business first. We need to take care of our business. And so what we do, how we play, how we come out and attack that game will be more so about us. No disrespect to them, but again, we're trying to get in rhythm and be playing the best basketball that the Lakers can possibly play, regardless of the opponent.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.